Hi, my name's Andre Burton and I'm here to show you how to fit your CLUG Plus. Firstly, before you go and buy your CLUG, it's really important that you measure your tyre to get the right CLUG for your tyre. The manufacturing print on the side may say it's a 2.8, you might measure it and it's actually a 2.6 because of your rim combination, for example, in which case you will need the next size down of CLUG. So firstly, what we're going to do is take this piece of card, take your bike. I'm going to show you how to measure your tyre correctly. You want to take your piece of card and just pop it over the top of the tyre like so. Have a little mark left and right just to give you the width. Cut it back with a pair of scissors, as you can see I've done here, and that will give you the exact width of your tyre, and you can simply measure across there to make sure you get exactly the right measurement. Once you've purchased your CLUG, if you take it out of the packaging and you realise that, oh, it doesn't actually quite fit when you just try and push it on with your hand like this, don't worry, because when it's on the wall you're going to be pushing much harder than this, and what you want is a nice snug fit to keep your bike safe and secure. Next, I'm going to show you how to put your CLUG in exactly the right place for your bike. So take a pencil, take your bike, pop it up on the back wheel. What you want to do is just put it 2 wheels up against the wall, leave the back wheel on the floor. It's very important that the back wheel's on the floor because you don't actually hang your bike from the CLUG. The weight is actually taken through the floor. Then we're just going to go to the center line of the front wheel. We're going to pop a little mark just about in the middle. Then we're actually going to go about 4 inches above that one. So we're going to be going up to about here. Just to double check the height, you can take your CLUG and pop it next to the tyre. And actually what you want is the bulge of the CLUG here, just roughly onto the tyre there, just behind the rim. Once you've got that measured up in the right place, it's very important that it's actually just a few inches above the axle, because if it is on the same height as the axle, you'll end up with the front wheel just twisting a little bit like this. And what we want is it nice and straight and looking great. Also, if you wanted to have it positioned slightly differently, you can also mount a CLUG down closer to the floor so you can slide it in and have your bike rested straight like this. In the box with your CLUG, you will also find an installation kit. In the installation kit, you'll find 2 screws and 2 wall plugs. The wall plugs are there for if you're going into brick, and if you're going into stud or wood, you can just use the screws. So here we've got an example of the CLUG Plus. As you can see, it's mounted directly into the stud behind the drywall. You do not want to go straight into the drywall. That's essentially because the knobblier tyres has a bit more friction as you try and pull it back out, and it will try and pull through the drywall. So it needs to be into the stud, not through the drywall. You will also find that the packet quite cleverly has a little guide so that you can get exactly the right holes. So what you want to do, just disconnect these 2. Take the clipper, set it up for about where you want to have it, and just simply slide that in behind there so you can see the 2 holes, and then you're ready to drill. Simply for the next step, take the screw, pop it on the end of your screw gun, take your CLUG, make sure it's positioned with the logo in the right direction, and then simply. And lastly, we're going to take the gripper and put it into the clipper, easily installed like that. Take your bike, back wheel in first, pop that in, nice and safe and secure. When you want to remove the bike, don't forget to pull it directly away from the wall so that you don't bend the arms of the CLUG. So the CLUG Plus is designed for tyres that are 2.75 to 3.2 inches wide. We're going to show you here how they operate with tyres at the ends of those ranges. So we're going to start here with the thinner version, the 2.75, and as you can see, simply pulls away. When you're putting it back in, line the back wheel up with the wall, front wheel in, push straight in, nice and solid. This one over here is the 3.2 inch version, so the larger end of the range. As you can see, exactly the same, straight in, completely solid.